Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SG Gems 2024, organized by Share Investor and Investing Note, and in collaboration with Singapore Exchange and Securities Association of Singapore. Today, we are pleased to bring the spotlight to various companies listed on SGX, and they are carefully selected by a team of elite analysts from 7 participating brokers, specially for this event. Before we begin, just to highlight, you can visit the Research tab on the event's website to gain access to insightful research reports and fact sheets prepared by the brokers and listed companies. On top of that, you should visit the Virtual Hall tab where you will find exciting promotions and updates extended by the brokers just for you. To kickstart our program, we have invited Head of Research from Singapore Exchange, Mr. Chan Kam Kong, to give us his opening address. Over to you, Kam Kong.
Thank you, Nigel. Very good morning to everyone. I'm Kam Kong, the Head of Research and FinLit at SGX Group. I'm very pleased to welcome over 1,000 participants this morning in the second edition of SG Gems event, organized by Alpha Invest. SG Gems 2024 is an event aimed at uncovering hidden gems in the Singapore market. Today, we'll hear more from industry experts on insights into the Singapore market, as well as hear from two of our listed companies, HRNet Group and ISO team. You will be able to access exclusive research reports for the stocks mentioned at this event. Now, I'll take a few minutes to share recent highlights of the Singapore market. The Singapore market is back on the move. The year-to-date total returns performance of the STI is 10.6%. Half of these returns were generated in the first half of July. The broader Singapore market booked over 400 million in net institutional flows. Comparatively, in the same period, the FTSE ASEAN Index and FTSE APAC Index returned 3.5% and 3.1% respectively. The strong performance and inflows were on the back of increased expectations for a smooth landing of the US economy in the second half of this year. Earlier in mid-July, we saw STI reach its highest level in 6 years, at 3,509 points. Currently, the 12-month consensus estimate for STI is 3,780 points. In the longer term, STI has also generated competitive returns. Since the end of 2019 to this year, STI total returns almost 30%, outpacing ASEAN and Asia ex-Japan. Over the 4 years, retail investors have been net buyers of Singapore stocks with net retail inflow of $15 billion. Now, numbers showed that retail investors were more active when STI underperforms its peers, perhaps taking the opportunity to buy at lower valuation. Non-index stocks were also in the spotlight. In the July to date, half of the top 30 stocks in the Singapore market that recorded the highest net institutional inflows were non-STI stocks. 4 out of the 5 best performing stocks were non-STI stocks as well, namely Beng Kuang Marine, Mermaid Maritime, Yoma Strategic, and Samudera Shipping. The shipping and maritime related plays have been supported by higher oil prices and anticipation of global trade recovery. The sector has demonstrated resilience as reflected in earnings and share price. Now, looking ahead into the second half of 2024, there are many factors affecting global economic outlook. Policy supports in China, rate cuts is expected to stimulate growth, and the market sentiment for Fed rate cuts in September exceeded 90%. For this, and according to Narit officials, in the first half of 2024, institutional investors and primary issuers in the US rate market are focused on the Fed announcing a rate cut and expect to see institutional funds flow back into the sector when this happens. There are certainly bright spots and interesting stories within our market today, especially with the mid and small cap segment of our market. Now, we've been working together with MAS. We have the GEMS research grant since 2019 to support research efforts on mid and small cap, as they generally lack research coverage. The objective is to provide our investment community with better research coverage for them to make informed investment decisions. These research reports can be found on our SGX channels, for instance, SGX Invest Telegram, My Gateway, and also on our website. Now, I look forward to hearing from our speakers about the market outlook for the second half of 2024, analyst views on the dividend, value, high conviction ideas, and turnaround portfolios. And I would like to thank Alpha Invest team for taking the effort to help uncover these hidden gems in our market. Alpha Invest has been doing good work around investor education, and this is to empower retail investors, promoting our brokers' research efforts on the Singapore listed companies. I've come to the end of my opening speech, and I look forward to the exciting lineup of speakers. Thank you. And over to you, Nigel.
Thank you very much, Kam Kong. Next, we have our very first discussion on market predictions and new strategies for the second half of 2024 with Chua Han Teng of DBS and Song Seng Woon of CGS International, moderated by Melinda Sam of Securities Association of Singapore. To watch the discussion, head over to the program tab on SGGEM's website and click on the Watch Live button that is beside the session. If you encounter any issue, you can refer to the User Guide tab on the website for more information. We will see you there.